Welcome to WWW
Super Mario 64, a classic Nintendo title, the definite Mario game, the best game ever made, blah blah blah. We've all heard that before, but for a good reason. Super Mario 64 holds a special place in many people's hearts, and it made our childhoods a bit more, well, special. Beautiful N64 graphics, great gameplay, incredible music. It's no secret why this game is considered to be one of the best out there. In this game, you collect power stars to proceed through a castle, reaching Bowser to save your girlfriend. But where do you get these power stars? In levels, obviously. And that's what we are going to talk about today. So if you have some extra time on hand now, sit back and relax and enjoy my top 5 favorite levels from Super Mario 64. Now, I always found this game to be very mysterious. And if you didn't know, mysteries is something I've always been a huge fan of. So the choices I pick for this list will probably be highly affected by nostalgia and how I feel about them. But enough rambling, let's begin this list. Now, water levels are sometimes considered to be very good and sometimes the exact opposite. But there's something about water that is so relaxing and gives you a feeling of the unknown. Jolly Roger Bay is not a super big level, and most of it consists of water. You start off on this little beach, and the level leads you straight into a deep pit lake with a sunken ship at the bottom. The music is also very relaxing, and the level has a greenish tone that gives a feeling of being alone. There's also a little cave there at the bottom with a small chest puzzle inside, and that's basically the whole level, which I love. And as you proceed through the level, the sunken ship will eventually float to the surface on a specific star mission, instead of just lying at the ocean floor. It's a very nice little touch. All in all, with the sea monster swimming around in the deep lake, with a small beach and a little cavern next to it, an old abandoned ship floating around, and a music that gives a feeling of exploration in a mysterious place, this level is one I really do enjoy. Water levels just seem to be a thing around here. Remember what I said about mysteries, yeah? Well, that's actually the main reason the next 4 ones are on this list. So let's move from one water level to the next one, and enter Wet Dry World. You know why it's called Wet Dry World? Well, obviously, yeah, because of its name, it can be both wet and dry. That's basically it. The main feature in this level is water regulation, where you can change the water level to reach different places and to do different objectives. It has that mysterious music used in a few other levels throughout the game as well, and you start to think, where am I exactly? It's a pretty weird place, a tower-like structure with machines roaming around the place. But then, the game twists everything around by introducing a second, hidden place in the level. Using a cannon, you can shoot yourself into a tunnel, swim through it, and suddenly you found yourself in a sunken city. This was a mind-blower when I first experienced it, and I'm sure it was for many others as well. The music kind of stays the same, it's the same song, but a different version of it starts to play. A more mysterious version, which pretty much is telling you that you found this hidden empty town. Feels like a ghost town actually, so it's pretty creepy. When I played this game as young, there were exactly 2 levels I was afraid of entering. Not because they were scary in any way, but because I could lose Mario's cap in these levels, and my 2 big brothers, they said that I must not let that happen. Therefore, these 2 levels remained unknown to me. Though later, when I learned that losing Mario's cap wasn't such a big deal, I started to explore these levels a little more, and I fell in love with Shifting Sandland. The music, the atmosphere, the desert theme, all of that gives me a feeling of being very far away in a world full of exploration and secrets lurking everywhere. The world is huge, at least I feel like it, but the pyramid in the middle is what really caught my attention. The inside of it felt really creepy and eerie and super mysterious, especially after I saw an elevator that I couldn't reach. Again, the music from Wet Dry World plays inside of this pyramid too, setting the atmosphere perfectly. And what really blew my mind was when I found the secret of the 4 pillars scattered around the level, and found this secret entrance to the pyramids, only to find a hidden boss lurking within the center of the pyramid. And let's not forget the exciting names for the different star missions, because I think that the star mission names are actually pretty cool to think about. They give a feeling of mystery to me. To mention a few, Inside the Ancient Pyramid and Stand Tall on the 4 Pillars. Gosh, I just love this level. I might have told you before that horror is a topic I really do enjoy. It's a genre I do enjoy really much. Mysteries and horror go hand in hand for me. Creepy riddles, creepypastas, the uncanny valley, yeah, you get the point. That uncanny valley is something that fascinates me. So, yeah, Big Boo's Haunt. I gotta admit, I said I wasn't scared of going into Shifting Sandland because it was scary. However, I was scared of this level. Big Boo's Haunt has a simple, yet not so simple design. You start outside of a huge mansion, and the level takes place mostly in there and in the underground pathways. Mysteries were lurking everywhere, and I always thought it was more to this level than it actually was. You have 3 different floors in the building, as well as the roof, and the whole underground part of the level. It was so much to explore, and it feels so eerie, lonely, and truly haunting, and not to mention the music as well. And as I said previously about mission names, the level has interesting names for missions too, like Secret of the Haunting Books, Ride Big Boo's Merry-Go-Round, and Eye to Eye in the Secret Room. I really like that last one there. All in all, a straight up creepy, mysterious and overall great level with lots to see and lots to do. Now this has always been my favorite level in Super Mario 64, and no one can replace it. It is one level that holds mysteries like heck. Yeah, it's this one. And I have an interesting story here, so just bear with me. Hazy Maze Cave. To start off, this level has the same music as a Wet Dry World, and inside a pyramid in Shifting Sandland, the one you hear in the background of the video right now. This level, well, I can't really explain it. It's dark, it's very dark. You're in a cave, it has 2 main paths from the beginning. One leads to a maze, and the other one leads to an underground lake. Do I really need to say more? I'm sure you'll just love it already. Everything about this level feels, and yeah, it still feels and felt back then, very special. The metal doors deep within the cave, the elevator, the toxic maze that lies deep within the cavern, and as I mentioned, the sea deep down in the cave, with a friendly sea monster swimming around, with a few doors around you. I always thought this level held something very special, and the mission names here as well add even more mystery to it. Some of them are Navigating the Toxic Maze, Amazing Emergency Exits, nice wordplay there, Nintendo, but again, I didn't know what emergency meant back there, so I just thought it meant some very hidden exit was hidden somewhere in the level. As I mentioned before, mysteries is something that has a very special place in my little heart here, and it had before and it still has. And this level held a glitch that I thought was something huge, which really was the final piece to why I thought this level was so special and secret. Allow me to explain. Moomin. That is a show I watched all the time as young. It was very, very special to me, and we had a few episodes on video. One of them was, well, with a lighthouse, a ghost ship, and some more, which is one of the many reasons mysteries and scary stuff start to catch my attention. In the beginning of this episode of Moomin, a character there is sleeping, and the camera moves from him into the air and shows us the black sky. And suddenly we see a black lake and a black lighthouse far off in the distance as we hear this mysterious sound effect or music as well.
But Moomin Papa does have something on his mind, although it doesn't keep him awake. He's having a nice dream as well.
Oh, a lighthouse.
I thought it was super mysterious because while it actually was in this guy's dream, I thought this ocean and the lighthouse was actually up in the sky, hidden up there somewhere. And guess what? In this cabin in Super Mario 64, where this little sea monster is swimming around, if you look up in the dark ceiling, you can actually see doors up there, far up there in the ceiling, which actually are doors in the floor above, which is why it is a glitch. I thought they were hidden doors in a black sky, and with this super mysterious music playing in the background, this was just huge to me. I even had dreams where I reached the door and came to new hidden places in the level. I was kind of sad when I understood it only was a glitch though. Anyways, this has been my favorite 5 Super Mario 64 levels. This game will always be, well, legendary. It will go down in history, no doubt. And guys, I would really like to hear what your favorite levels from the game are as well. So make sure to drop that in the comments below, drop a like if you so enjoyed this video, and if you have an idea for another top 5 or maybe top 10 I could do for my channel, then make sure to drop them in the comments below as well, because I love to do these kind of videos. Anyways guys, subscribe if you haven't done so already to stay up to date with this video, with my videos. I have right now reached 40,000 subscribers. Really want to thank all of you so very much. This is amazingly huge for me. Thank you so much. Anyways, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Goodbye.
I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.